In order to achieve something that's above the average, you need higher amount of focus. And not just focus for one day, but focus for 3, 6, 12 months, like focusing all day is good. And actually, it's better to focus in periods of time that really get you productive and then, have time to rest, recover, enjoy yourself and process the information because success is not something that's going to happen in one day. And real success, I mean, it's cool to make one sale, it's cool to make one thing, but the people who build something big, they've been there for 10 years, for long periods of time, and they've accumulated the work they've been doing. And that accumulation of work, that's what makes them stand out because with today's technology, everybody can do something. But if you want to be on the top level, you really need to do something over a long time period of time. And that's what really is impressive because doing one time 500K, it's good, it's nice, but it might be overwhelming. It might be very bad for your nervous system, and you probably will lose it because you're not used to having that kind of amount. And clearly, repetition, that's where defines who is the person and who has been lucky. So focus is that magic tool. And as I was just saying, if you focus for 3 to 5 hours per day and you're super productive, then it's best to go to the spa or to the gym or even get a massage and really, like relax and allow your mind and your body to process this information to understand what really happens because you want to maximize your time, you want to maximize your productivity by lowering the amount of mistakes. And if you're just working non-stop, I see a lot of people working 10, 15 hours per day, and they're just drinking coffee, nootropics, and this and that. They're just really consuming everything they can. But then they're not learning so much from their mistake, and they're burning out, they're stressed out. They might be achieving things, I'm not saying that, but the quality of the life is just very low. And if you want to be that kind of person, just skip this video because this video is for entrepreneurs who already have achieved something and they want to get to a higher level without the struggle, but really feeling that they're performing, they're really elite. And by the way, I'm offering a lot of my work for free in my community on School. You can find the link below. But keep watching these videos because every day I'm gonna share new videos where I'm gonna give you some tips. Focus on a long period of time is a lifestyle. It's really about setting up the little things like an alarm before going to sleep. I have an alarm at 7:20 every day. That is my wind down window because I want to sleep at 9 p.m. So when that alarm goes off, I put my phone into airplane mode. I close my laptop, go for a walk, and then come back, do meditation, whatever, clean up my space, and prepare myself for the next day. It's a whole lifestyle of having these little things that I'm doing in order to be able to achieve things better, that everything I'm doing is getting me to the next step. I really am doing less, but what I'm doing, I want to have it work. I just had a call with a high-level coach right now, and it was a yes directly. Like the person was like very into their defensive side, just looking at me, knowing, is this person trustworthy? And in a matter of like 20 minutes, I got them to a process by asking questions to see that they could trust me. I asked them simply, what makes you trust people? And that person started looking at, why can I trust someone? And they saw that these elements were in me. You want to be at that level so you can enjoy the time you have. At 35, my age right now, I realize that I only have 24 hours in a day and I only have 7 days a week. And I want to be able to enjoy myself, to be healthy, to work, to go to the gym, to do yoga, to see my friends. I want to do everything in my life without skipping one thing. So I need to make enough money, I need to perform enough so I can have that life. I don't want to have money just to build a business. I wanted to build a life. But that life has to be built around systems, around practice, around a structure that allow me to be focused all the time. When I'm saying focused all the time, is not just focused on the work I'm doing. It's being focused on that life, on doing what feels aligned, what feels right, what feels like it's making move towards that person that I want to become, that person that I am already, and making the steps, making the action that will get me to who I need to be, who I need to become in order to have that life. And being focused for me is not just about being productive. It's about asking yourself what are the things that I should do that reduce the friction and allow me to, with the minimum amount of energy, move towards where I want. And when you're in that lifestyle where you're removing all the things that create friction, all the things that slow you down, like for example, if you're watching in the last few videos, I've been moving towards drinking tea instead of coffee, and I love coffee, and I'm still in that transition, so I'm still having some coffee. But I realized that coffee has this extreme weight energetically. Like it just gives me a rush and I'm going down, and it's not helping me. So I'm removing the things. And by removing the things, I'm having more access to my natural energy. Having more access to my natural energy puts me more into a confident state because I'm not relying to something external. I'm relying only onto myself. So you want to take a piece of paper and make a list of all the things that you know are not perfect in your life. I wouldn't say perfect. I would say that they're not high level. And really, I'm thinking about doing the things so you have your natural energy at the highest level. You make that list, and then you remove the ones you can remove immediately. Then you make another list of the things you want to replace them with. And sometimes there's nothing to replace with. So for example, one of the things that creates anxiety is that when I'm leaving my house, I'm touching my pocket to make sure that my keys are there. But I know my keys are there because I've put them there when I'm in my bedroom. And I know that this is an anxious pattern. And as long as I'm doing this, there's a program within my mind that says you need to be anxious. And being anxious is not being focused, it's not being confident. So I am training myself to not do that. And every time I have the urge of touching, I'm like, it is there. You know it's there. And if I forgot it, I can always call my landlord and say, hey, I'm locked out. Can you open me the door? So there's a part of me that's scared of having a problem. And that's the thing that's removing my ability to be focused, because being focused is just about being in the present moment. It's not more complicated than that. You're in the present moment, you have a task at hand, you decided you would do that task and you do it. Whatever is creating anxiety, whatever is creating distraction, that's preventing you from being in the present moment, that's removing that distraction. So focus is just about being in the present moment. So you need to remove all the things that are preventing you from being in the present moment at all time. And I will always repeat the same thing, just do some meditation every day, because meditation is one practice of stillness that allows you to be in the present moment. The other practice that is very famous for that is yoga. Yoga is a practice of stillness in order to be in movement while being in the present moment. I would add one more thing to do in this video, is to have an expressive practice. I love dancing because I'm listening to music and I'm moving my body freely, but I also love drawing and I love improv theaters. For entrepreneur, I always recommend improv theater because it is the best way to face people with your emotion and to bring them something and accept that it is the best way, the best thing that you can give. Improv theater allows you to play a role, to be someone different than who you are, or just be who you are and accept it the way it is. And that allows you to expand and grow as an entrepreneur and to feel more comfortable within your life, to feel comfortable with whatever is coming. And also to realize that whatever is coming to you, you have an answer that is built in within yourself. And you can answer to that with whatever is already within yourself. So when you are engaging with that mindset, you are creating a lifestyle of focus that will spread out through your days, through your life. If you want to have step-by-step actions that you can implement, join my community below and reach out to me. Like I have a community that's free on School where I'm helping entrepreneurs to create their new identity on 3 layers of identity and increase their income through this new identity. So join my school and let's have a chat and make things happen. It's all free. I'm having free live, free courses. There's so much free value there. You should just enter now.